Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today channel. A heated argument that almost devolves into violence breaks out between Hope and Brooke. She regrettably flashbacks to Ridge selecting Taylor at Brooke's place. Brooke sits on the couch, teary. Hope bursts in and slams the door. "How could you do this to me?" she sobs. "My own mom. How could I have done this to you?" asks Brooke, narrowing her gaze. "I never should have done what I did," she says. Hope is furious that all she ever attempted to do was defend their family name and stand up for what was right, saying, "I lost the love of my life because of it. I never wanted you to take over the company," Brooke exclaims. Hope claims that because they were successful and she believed she was on board, they appointed her CEO. "For Ridge, I did it," yells Brooke. "To reclaim the business for Ridge, I became the CEO." Katie informs Donna at Forrester that Steffy attacked Hope, sacked her, and cancelled her line. "But Carter's staying on?" Donna queries. "And Brooke," Katie adds, speculating about the outcome. What this will do to their relationship is uncertain. Because Logan women tend to stick together, Donna thinks they'll sort things out. Their mother's birthday is approaching, Katie muses. Even though she has been gone for a long time, she still gets it occasionally. She breaks down in tears. That the single mother kept them together astounds Donna. According to Katie, she taught them how to be tough and was incredibly powerful herself. Now more than ever, Brooke and Hope will require that. When Taylor informs Steffy that Ridge has reaffirmed their devotion to one another, Steffy is ecstatic at the Cliff House. Everything has gone as planned since the Forresters also regained control of the business. The women give each other a joyful embrace. Steffy recalls that her father finally realizes what's in front of him after selecting her mother over Brooke. Taylor claims that in addition to being healed, her heart is stronger than before. It is brimming with love. After making root beer floats in the kitchen, Taylor and Steffy head back to the living room. Steffy claims that justice has been done and that Hope received nothing when Carter failed to leave for her. She hopes that their relationship will terminate. And more importantly, the end of Dad and Brooke. They raise a glass to Taylor and Ridge's permanent reunion. B&B Steffy Taylor. Taylor informs Steffy that she looks a lot like Stephanie. "I'm really pleased with you. Your grandmother would be too." Steffy acknowledges that when she is unsure of what to do, she imagines what she would say to her. She is committed to upholding her legacy. She listened to her warning to be cautious around the Logans. But at last, it's over. The fight is over. Taylor says that although it has been difficult over the years, she and Ridge are now firmly together. She is incredibly content and in love. Steffy chuckles and says, "I swear I won't start singing." After dancing and giggling, Taylor and Steffy collapse back onto the couch. Steffy tells about how dancing helps her feel better. She is told by Taylor how fortunate her kids are to have her as a mother. Steffy claims that the best taught her. Steffy tells Taylor she deserves all the happiness in the world after they declare their love for one another. They give each other hugs and get up to dance when a new song starts. Steffy Taylor's B&B dance. Brooke and Hope are at odds. Hope, who is in Brooke's living room, is shocked that her mother left her side to become Ridge's CEO. She rants about her mother choose the Forrester over her and the derogatory insults they used to call her. All Brooke wanted was to return the business to Ridge. Hope shouts, "You cannot defend that to me," after accusing Mom of selling off her own daughter. Brooke narrows his eyes and says, "You can't justify what you did either." Hope, "That's why Ridge left me. I lost him." Hope makes fun of Brooke. "You don't care about anything else, do you? Not that her daughter lost her family, her job, or her love, Ridge. She lost her Ridge, so it doesn't matter that the adjustments they made were effective. Why doesn't she show up when she needs her the most? For once, I just wanted you to pick me," she sobs. Brooke maintains that she has been there for Hope because she loves her and she is her daughter. "Just not as much as you love Ridge," exclaims Hope. That's it. She loses her temper because Brooke keeps making fun of herself because of that man. Where is he? That's correct, he is with Taylor. How long will you put up with that man making fun of you? Don't you dare talk to your mother like that. Katie says. She tells Hope she won't allow her to criticize her sister since she did what she believed was right before slamming the door. Hope understands Katie's motivation for accepting the CEO role. I was humiliated by my own relatives. I mean, haven't I really lost everything? Even my own mom. Katie Brooke B&B. Hope is depressed because she can't rely on anyone. She is reminded by Katie that they are Logan women. Since Hope isn't truly a Logan, she doesn't want to hear about that. Her mother was too embarrassed to reveal her father's name, therefore she just has that last name. Mom, isn't that correct? Your minor error? Before she says something she'll regret and be unable to take back, Katie advises her to stop. She has always had the support of her mother. Hope claims that she wasn't there for her today since she was standing next to Carter, her purported champion and love interest, while Steffy once more made fun of her. She did not accompany her on her solidarity walkout. She wants to try to go back with Ridge, so she would want to watch Steffy triumph. Hope snarls, "You left me when I needed you the most." She questions whether Brooke groveled, sobbed, and pleaded at Ridge's feet this time. Hopefully, it was worthwhile. Brooke Katie B&B, I hope. Hope will never comprehend what she and Ridge share, Brooke tells her. Sneers Hope. He no longer desires you. When will you receive that? According to Hope, her mother would sooner forsake her own daughter for a man who abandons her at the first sign of trouble. How is that love? Stop, Katie urges her niece. According to Brooke, she expressed her love and desire for him to return. He claimed he wanted to remain with Taylor and refused to listen to her. And you know what? Steffy may have taken a different approach. She was mistaken. However, Hope, you were also mistaken. You and Carter shouldn't have taken over the business. And I have absolutely no sympathy for you until you own up to your mistakes. This is not how she will be addressed. Hope won't assault her at home. Are you aware of that? Not at my house. What are you saying, Mom? Asks Hope. Are you dismissing me? I'm no longer welcome in your home, says Hope. What do you mean by that? Katie is certain that's not her intention. That's precisely what she means, according to Hope. In an attempt to win Ridge back, she will most likely run and tell him she got rid of him. She was reminded by Brooke that she had previously told Ridge to leave because of her. Hope responds that she sided with him after he called her a bitch and a whore. Katie makes another attempt to step in. Cease. It's going to end. When will this cycle ever end? Questions Hope. Katie acknowledges that she had a rough day, but she must take responsibility for her actions. Of her continuously choosing the Forresters and their disrespect over her own family's love. Carter notices. Hope yells that she is not interested in hearing about Carter. I took the fall for him, and I gave up everything for his vision. Carter couldn't even live with himself, according to Brooke. How is that invisible to her? Hope claims that, like her mother, he abandoned her. Brooke cautioned her that there would be consequences because she was making a grave error. She refuses to let her take the credit for her errors. You made a mistake, and this was your decision. In the same way that you have made numerous mistakes during your life. Your union with Liam. Your connection to Douglas and Thomas. And now, Hope, are you for real? This Carter coup? Red in the face, Brooke yells, you claim to have lost everything in your life, but I also lost something. It was all because to you that I lost Ridge. You're to fault. Who are you? My daughter is not you. Leave now. Leave my house. Katie intervenes and stops Hope before she can slap her mother. Don't. Don't Hope. Brooke Katie B&B, I hope. Hope breaks down in tears. This is not who you are, Katie tells her. Hope sobs and paces before Brooke hugs her. I'm sorry, Mom, cries Hope. I adore you, and I'm sorry. I've lost everything. I apologize. I apologize, Mother. Hope erupts at Brooke in a devastating confrontation. You're not my mother. I adore you. As Taylor and Steffy triumphantly dance. When Hope sent Carter leaving, he was in Daphne's arms, and Brooke was devastated that Ridge had picked Taylor over her. Donna is taken aback when Katie tells her all that has just transpired at the company in the Forrester office. They are certain that Hope believes her mother has deceived her. Given that Logan women tend to stick together, Donna is confident they will find a solution. She wonders what their mother would make of all this, and Katie reminds her that it's almost her birthday. They discuss their mother's strength, and Donna is confident that their sister and niece will make use of Logan's strength. Steffy gives her mother a hug at the Cliff House and assures her that everything is now as it should be. The Forresters are back in power, and Ridge has openly declared his dedication to Taylor. Taylor's passion for Ridge is unmatched by anybody else's. He is her heart, and he has filled it with love and strengthened it beyond measure. They hope that Hope and Carter, Ridge, and Brooke are no more, and they make root beer floats with cherries on top. To that, they raise a toast. Taylor expresses her pride in her. Her grandmother would also be pleased with her. Steffy frequently imagines what she would say to her because she hopes so. She took her warnings about the Logans seriously and is committed to living up to her legacy. Those women have finally been won over. Taylor is as joyful as a schoolgirl and gets euphoric whenever she sees Ridge. They fall on the couch after dancing around the room. Steffy is ecstatic for her mother and knew she would always be loved. They continue to dance. As Brooke returns home by herself, she considers Ridge turning her down in order to recommit to Taylor. She needs to take a seat. Hope bursts in before she can cry. How could you harm me like this? My own mom. She grumbles. Brooke laments that she lost Ridge as a result of her actions, which she never should have done. Her daughter maintains that all she was doing was altering the culture and protecting the family name. Ridge was the sole reason her mother accepted the CEO role. Hope appears taken aback upon hearing this. She trembles as she describes how she has chosen the individuals who have called her derogatory names over herself. I can't defend what I did to the Forresters, Brooke tells her daughter. She solely cares about Ridge, not her own kid or the company's future, according to Hope. Why has she never supported her when she needed it? Hope laments that she doesn't love her as much as she loves Ridge, but Brooke claims that she has always supported her. She regularly makes fun of herself because of that man. He has once again made fun of her and returned to Taylor. When Katie enters, she tells her to stop criticizing Brooke. Hope probably knew that her mother had merely accepted Ridge's CEO position. I've truly lost everything. Even my own mom. Hope shudders as she speaks. Katie attempts to discuss being Logan women, but it is not well received. Because her mother refused to recognize her father, Hope reminds them that she is only a Logan. For the sole reason that she wanted Ridge back, Brooke abandoned her and sided with Steffy. When her own daughter most needed her, she left her. Brooke claims she will never comprehend what she has with Ridge since she just wanted to be chosen once, but her mother chose her destiny. Hope makes fun of her by claiming that her groveling won't change the fact that he dropped her like a hat. Hope is repeatedly reminded by Brooke that her actions were wrong. She won't feel sorry for her until she accepts responsibility for her acts. She sighs and tells Hope that she is not allowed to speak to her in this manner at home. Hope asks, smirking, if she's throwing her out. She believes she wants to flee and inform Ridge that she has expelled her. The same man who referred to her as a bitch and a whore. Yelling, Katie realizes that although she had a rough day, she must take responsibility for her actions. Brooke refused to accept responsibility for her daughter's mistake and told her that there would be consequences for her behavior. Everything is ruined by her. A coup after all her romances. You are the only reason I lost Ridge. Who are you? My daughter is not you. Leave my house. Brooke yells. As Hope steps back and prepares to deck her, Katie catches her by the arm. Hope finds herself crying uncontrollably. Hope sobs as her mother hugs her and expresses her love and regret. She has lost everything. Does Hope's salvation prevent Luna from murdering Steffy? According to teasers on The Bold and the Beautiful, Hope Logan has lost everyone and everything. Some people believe that the disgraced fashion designer would never be able to get back on her feet, but soap opera protagonists are always given the chance to turn their lives around. So, if Luna Nozawa chooses to fire John Finnegan's wife once more, will Hope be able to save Steffy Forrester Finnegan? Let's talk about the potential after you finish reading. Walton's takeover by Carter. When Carter Walton deceived Ridge Forrester and Steffy Forrester Finnegan into the takeover plan, fans were taken aback. Men do have their own opinions, even if Hope Logan is held responsible by everyone. Carter is still accountable for his own conduct regardless of whether Hope pushed him. I hope Logan is embarrassed. As time went by, Carter found that he could no longer bear the guilt. Carter was given his job back at Forrester Creations, but Steffy wasn't happy about the arrangement. Carter had negotiated Hope's and her line's continued service. Steffy refused to uphold the agreement when she found out about it. Hope must leave for Carter to return. Carter attempted to defend his position, but Hope refused to listen. The COO recognized that he was being used, but the designer felt deceived. Slaps failed and Meltdown City. Hope will confront her mother after Carter is consoled by Daphne Rose, Muriel Hilaire. Hope is ejected from the house by Brooke Logan in a teaser clip for the Thursday, March 27, 2025, show. Hope tries to smack her mother instead of walking away. Fortunately, there is a mediator in the form of Katie Logan. Katie grabs Hope's arm to halt the smack. Hope begins to storm out after realizing she's not making any progress. She is followed by Brooke, and they embrace. Hope sobs in Brooke's arms and apologizes. Brooke may be doing well right now, but the Forrester family isn't. The failed reformation of Luna Nozawa. Hope is probably experiencing a breakdown of some sort and will require mental health care. Luna is attempting to acclimate to independence once more during that time. Nevertheless, Steffy will never let Luna walk free, especially with Sheila Carter sharp about. Steffy will put in extra hours to protect her family from Luna. But Luna will only see Steffy as standing in the way of her one desire, Finn. Could Luna make another attempt to murder Steffy? Will Hope ultimately save Steffy's life, if so? Steffy wins again, while Hope loses again. Steffy celebrates another victory while Hope loses another one. Katie adds the drama in the interim. Steffy celebrates another victory while Hope, the Bold and the Beautiful, loses another game. Hope says she was betrayed by her own relatives. Steffy, meanwhile, is winning at life. Katie showed up in the interim to defuse the developing drama. The mother-daughter moments in this all-female episode are already making history, so you really should see it. Gains and losses. We scored points, and the week's theme has been winners and losers. The Forresters prevailed. They regained their business. The Logans are coping with heartbreak in the meanwhile. Ridge advised Brooke that she must let go of the past. He will remain with Taylor. Carter, meanwhile, left Hope after she wronged him. Hope lost everything she desired. It wasn't a romantic relationship with Carter. Forrester Creations was what she truly desired. Hope boldly barged into Brooke's house on Thursday's episode and accused her of being responsible for her losses. According to her, her mother left her when she most needed her. Hope was informed by Brooke that she wished to regain the company for Ridge. Steffy and Taylor celebrated yet another victory at the Cliff House. After telling her daughter that Ridge had shoved Brooke away, Taylor returned home. He was clear about his choice. Steffy gave her mother a hug and assured her that everything was fine. The Forresters returned to their firm once Ridge made his decision apparent. Steffy and her mother had a dance party and ice cream shakes to celebrate yet another victory. Referee is played by Katie. Donna and Katie discussed their late mother and her thoughts on the Forrester Creations reorganization. We finally understand their feelings now. Donna and Katie concur that the Logan women should remain together regardless of the company's future. However, that does not imply that Katie will put up with Hope's disregard for her mother. She arrived at Brooke's house just in time to tell Hope to stop criticizing her mother. She was forced to mediate the dispute between Hope and Brooke. Hope wasn't finished criticizing her mother and aunt for their betrayal. Ridge was more important to her mother than her own daughter, she said. Hope then asked her mother where Ridge was at the moment. Brooke refused to put up with this mistreatment. Hope was asked to leave. That's not all, though. Hope was no longer her daughter, she said. Brooke held Hope responsible for Ridge's death. Hope nearly hit her own mother, but Katie intervened. Hope was reminded by Katie that she wasn't that type of person. See Hope go on the rampage on Thursday's show. Hope was about to leave when Brooke intervened. She put her daughter in her arms. Hope stated she loved her and apologized. Will Hope, however, return to her good girl ways? Or will she experience a decline? We want to know where she's going to go next. Hope launched an offensive. She faced those who had harmed her with a fierce determination, driven by anger and treachery. For weeks, the strain had been increasing, and Hope was at her breaking point. She exposed all of the lies, manipulations, and broken promises that had brought her to this point, and her words were piercing. First, she became enraged with Carter and demanded answers regarding his waning allegiances. How could he just watch her dreams fall apart? She became even more irate at his justifications and made it plain that she would no longer be taken for granted. She then targeted Steffy, who had been instrumental in driving Hope over the edge. Without holding back, Hope reminded Steffy of all the times she had betrayed her and every deliberate action taken to deprive her of her position inside the Forrester company. Hope, however, was not going to back down this time. She was prepared to fight this time. One thing became evident as the dust settled: I Hope Logan was no longer the victim. At whatever costs, she was prepared to regain control. As Hope and Brooke's relationship collapses, Steffy and Taylor's victory party celebrates Ridge's decision and the company's victory. According to teasers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Hope and Brooke Logan's romance ends after an intense altercation, while Steffy Forrester and Taylor Hayes celebrate Ridge's decision to choose Taylor and their Forrester Creations victory by throwing a party at the Cliff House. Mothers and daughters clash in a unique all-female bed and breakfast episode. In an emotional roller coaster that pitches Logan's against Forrester's, mother-daughter relationships take center stage. The Bold and the Beautiful's Thursday episode isn't just another Los Angeles day. It's a unique all-female showcase that was written and directed by none other than Heather Tom. This special episode, which was produced to commemorate Women's History Month and Tom's amazing 35-year soap opera career, focuses directly on the complex bonds between mothers and daughters. Taylor and Steffy's triumphant dance. Steffy Forrester and Taylor Hayes will be hosting the ultimate celebration party at the Cliff home. The mother-daughter pair will be dancing like ecstatic teens with music playing and milkshakes in hand, and who can blame them? The Forresters have achieved a significant corporate win in addition to finally selecting Taylor over Brooke Logan, a double victory that has been building for years. With her kid at her side to rejoice, Taylor is finally experiencing a happy ending after years of heartache and witnessing Ridge repeatedly go back to Brooke. With both women ecstatic as they sip milkshakes and celebrate their long-awaited triumphs, the scenes between Steffy and Taylor promise to highlight their unshakable friendship. Fans of this mother-daughter duo will be ecstatic to see these moments. Expansion of the Logan family. At the same time, the vibe is completely different across town. Viewers will be left speechless as Hope Logan and Brooke Logan engage in what could be their most dramatic fight to date, a mother-daughter battle. Both women will be at their lowest point. While Hope is in shock about losing both her design line and her romance with Carter Walton, Brooke is distraught by Ridge's decision to choose Taylor. However, they will turn against one another in a blame game that rapidly gets out of hand rather than helping one another get through these trying times. Also. B&B spoilers, Brooke's self-confident smile breaks. Ridge informs desperate Logan that it's permanently over. Brooke has no sympathy whatsoever for her daughter's misfortunes in love and career. Even worse, she will imply that Hope caused all of this suffering by refusing to accept responsibility. Hope will be pushed over the edge by this callous reaction, which will lead to a barrage of vicious taunts on Brooke's history and what Hope refers to as her pathetic begging over Ridge. Everything changes with a slap. Things get more intense just when you think they can't get much more intense. When the argument gets so heated, Brooke will tell Hope to leave her home. Hope will astonish everyone by almost slapping her own mother across the face. Thankfully, Hope is stopped before she can complete the startling move by Katie Logan, who physically takes her arm. What would have happened if the slap had been delivered? It's possible that the Logan family might never have recovered. Katie will take on the role of mediator and make a valiant effort to save the bond between mother and daughter. Even though emotions are erupting like a volcano, Katie believes that Brooke and Hope can mend their broken relationship with hard work. Hope will sob in her mother's arms as their story comes to a tearful close, expressing her regret and telling Brooke how much she loves her. This demonstrates that even the most vehement mother-daughter arguments can be resolved as long as love is at their center. Also. B&B spoilers, mother picks Ridge over daughter despite betrayal. Hope fans say Brooke should have issued an apology. Sisters of Logan unite. That is just the beginning of the special episode. The mother-daughter theme of the program will be further enhanced by some heartfelt scenes in which Katie and Donna Logan consider their own mother's memories. Along with sharing some heartfelt group moments with Hope and Brooke, the Logan sisters will highlight the ties that bind families together even in the most trying circumstances. These vignettes, which demonstrate how family bonds change and persevere in the face of adversity, will offer a lovely counterpoint to the drama. Thursday's episode is expected to have strong performances and poignant moments that highlight why The Bold and the Beautiful is still a must-watch television program despite its all-female cast and intense focus on the complex relationships between mothers and daughters.